Bite-Sized Learning 2 when we do our Kentucky Proud Plated Up recipes.
All right, I'm excited about this one.
I am too, and it's cucumber, corn, and bean salsa. And these are the little cards. I got one out to show you that you can stop by and pick up, okay? If you want to add it to your recipes. It's got cucumbers, obviously, corn, and bean salsa. It's kind of the end. I thought, this is more the fresh summer taste, and we're in September, and of course it doesn't feel like September outside. It's starting to cool off a little bit, but it's been an unusually warm fall. It's a refreshing salsa, I think. Very refreshing.
Yeah.
And at this time of year, I don't know about you guys, but I have canned all the tomatoes I want to can, okay? So this is a good place to use them. I have frozen all the corn I want to freeze, so this is a good place to use it. So it's not really that bad of a time of year to use this.
Or ready to clean out the garden, and you've got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you just kind of throw everything in a bowl
and a whole lot of cucumbers. I noticed there's a whole lot of cucumbers everywhere right now. So
absolutely.
So we're gonna get started. There's not much to watch. We're just gonna talk about it. And that's the other thing. It's just throw everything in, mix it up. I prefer to refrigerate mine overnight. It does not say that, I don't think, on the recipe, but sometimes you need to have things to just that flavoring to work through the seasoning to
mesh
go through
together.
So
it's good either way.
Yeah, it's good. And this is good. I've not heard anybody say they don't like it.
I know, it's a crowd pleaser. Recipe has been around for a little while, but it's always good to pull it back out because it is so flavorful, and I mean the smells already just from these ingredients are amazing.
Very good.
All right, Kacy.
So the very first thing we did was wash all of our vegetables, okay? We have cucumbers. We have 3 large cucumbers in here, okay? And as I call off what's in it, we're just gonna dump it in, okay? So 2 tomatoes, cut up. And it says fine. That will be to your liking. What's fine to me and what's fine in shape to someone else is probably a little different, but your personal preference. We got 1 yellow.
What if I got a green cucumber or a green pepper or a red one hanging out?
That would be fine. In fact, I thought about doing green this morning because I like the colors, and the yellow is the same color as the corn. I thought the green might work better, but I try to follow the recipe the first time, so you can adapt it however you want, okay? A small red onion, which is really purple, so that adds another color. I did a few little crying this morning while I was cutting these up.
Okay, took one for the team, cutting onions this morning.
And then after the onion, we've got the cilantro, which smells really good.
Good, and you all know that fresh herbs will immediately elevate a dish, and so that's, you could always use just dried, but that fresh is gonna give it a real extra zing.
Okay, and on the beans, we've got black beans. We just need 1/2 cup of those, but they need to be drained and then rinsed. And somebody asked me about the rinsing of the beans, how long you rinse them. I just rinse them until the water coming through gets clear. And I noticed this morning when I was cleaning out the sink after rinsing them, all that grit in the bottom of the sink.
And sometimes it looks kind of sudsy even. There's like a soapy almost residue. I don't know what
carbs.
So
thickness or whatever on it. Okay, then we need 1/2 cup of whole kernel corn. If you've got fresh corn on the cob, you just cut it off and get you 1/2 cup. And then we're gonna toss these a little bit. Wasn't that pretty though?
It's so pretty.
And then we're gonna make a dressing to go over top of them.
I love this dressing. It's very simple and easy and, very quick.
Oh, it smells good.
So good.
So good. And I am one of those people that I've dirtied several dishes to show you guys, but I try to keep things simple. So I'm just gonna make the dressing in the measuring cup. It calls for 1/8 cup of apple cider vinegar, which I've already got in there, a 1 ounce packet of ranch dressing. And the next part is up to your individual taste. It says up to the 2 tablespoons of sugar is optional. I put about 1.5.
And I never put the sugar in it when I make it.
Oh, you don't put it
I
at
don't
all?
put it at all.
Okay.
So,
Well, I thought I was cheating. Now I hear that you're even healthier than I am.
Oh.
So I thought, oh, they're not gonna like this, but and you can always
maybe it tastes better with it. I don't know. I don't think it needs it because it's
yeah.
the veggies kind of, stain for themselves, and I don't know.
Now we're just gonna kind of drizzle this over.
It does make it a thicker dressing when you add the sugar to it.
And then toss it.
So quick and easy. So many health benefits with all these vegetables in there.
That's the great thing about our little cards. On the side, it tells you your nutrition analysis. It says it has 50 calories per serving. This makes 20 servings or half cup servings. You might do a little more if you want, but 7 grams of carb. That's probably the sugar I put in there, so you could probably cut that out. 130 milligrams of sodium, 2 grams of fiber. You get 70% of your daily value of vitamin C and 6% of vitamin A.
All right.
So all that's right there on the little card.
Yeah.
On the back of the card, the Kentucky cucumber is featured, and it tells when it's in season, and it does this for all of our Kentucky Proud plated up recipes. It tells, again, the nutrition facts, the selection, how to choose a nice firm tomato and the cucumbers, how to store this after it's completed in a refrigerator. And again, it goes through some of the preparation steps. So
lots of great information.
yeah, well, nice little card all in one.
You know what this is perfect for?
What's that?
Tailgating season.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And it would make a head.
Make a head.
It's even better if you make it a head.
Yeah.
Easy to put in a container, to put in the cooler to take.
Yeah, and serve it alone. You by itself as a salad is great, but with some tortilla chips with it,
Oh man.
it's so good. It's a side with a burger.
Oh, I need her tickets.
I know, right? Who's coming up the tickets for us? We'll bring the salsa if you bring the tickets.
Oh, that is so pretty and so tasty. We just plate this up depending on how you want to serve it. Oh,
It looks so good.
good, flavorful. I did it in a bowl that was big enough to toss. I don't like to have to scrimp when I'm scraping things around this side of the bowl either. But that smell of the cucumber and the cilantro together, everything smells really clean right now.
Right, it does.
Really clean. So, hope you will try this recipe if you haven't already. If you're one of those people, and there's been a lot of our clients that have already tried this one too, because it is a popular one. If you'll leave us some comments about what you like about it or how you have adapted it to your family's needs. And if you haven't, we hope you'll try it and then leave some comments.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
want to hear those comments,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't your thing.
Yeah,
We
that's
need to
okay.
know that as well. So we're ready for tailgating.
Ready
Let's
for
go find us
tailgating.
some tickets. So.
Meet you at Kroger Field.
We'll be back here for Bourbon Bite-Sized Learning 1, which is our cooking through the calendar on the first Friday in October. Happy fall, y'all. Bye. We have an extra tip for you today.
Bonus content.
Bonus, there you go, because we've already finished our presentation, but Kacy and I are having a conversation. I said, she said, well, I'm really horrible. I throw all the beans in there. And I said, if I were at home, that's exactly what I would do. What am I going to do with this corn? Just let it sit in the refrigerator and run and then throw away? Why not just go ahead and put it in here?
Yeah.
And same thing for the beans, throw them in there. And we'll mix this up. And then you just increased your quantity.
Yeah.
And I think it still looks just as good.
I think it does too.
Look at us. We're creative. creating recipes.
And there's plenty of
now.
dressing there. And as it sets, the cucumbers and the tomatoes will leach their own juices. And so that will just add to the liquid that's in there. So don't have to worry about not having enough liquid. It's like a potato salad. If you add more in it, you've got to add more mayonnaise to kind of compensate because the potatoes soak it up. Well, these guys do that on their own, so you have to worry about adding more.
So we've created our own recipe, and we've got more protein.
There you
We've
go.
got more beans. So that's our extra bonus.
That's what we would do at home.
The real world. Glad you could join us.
Thanks.